Alright, hello everybody. I was devouring some food. Didn't want to have the mic on because it's like reverse ASMR for a lot of people when you hear somebody eating. But I'm done eating now, so I'm on the mic. Hello everybody. Want the reverse ASMR. Some people actually get like really grossed out hearing people eat. I don't really like it either. How you guys doing? Watch the 3 FPS Direct. Probably have like some Shadow Drop game I'll buy. Some people are saying they might they might show Metroid Prime 4 and the new Zelda. Apparently pre-orders were up for Prime 4 earlier, and there were a couple sites that had the new Zelda for $70 instead of $60. There's a lot that you could harvest from that. The first would be that the new Zelda is going to be for the upgraded Switch, the next version of the Switch. Like they're going to try to adopt the $70 model that the current gen games have. Some PC games too. I don't know. I don't think they would announce that here though. They would do like a separate event for a new Switch. I doubt it. Yeah, I think people will be pissed if it's $70 and it still runs on this hardware that can barely run anything. Pretty much begging people to just dump the game and emulate it. I mean, they're already doing that as it is. Fire Emblem Three Hopes, I enjoyed that game, but man, it was like 15 times better when I just ripped my copy and played it on the emulator. So, I don't know. It's not like that isn't already a thing. Speaking of which, I'm gonna do my PGR homework while this plays out. So,
hello everyone.
Give me a moment here.
I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. That was the latest trailer for Pikmin 4. A dog-like creature was spotted. What kinds of things will it show us? Please look forward to more information in the future. Let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Well, Faye James, I'm sure you know this, but Nintendo games are perpetually $60.
Introducing Volume 3 for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion.
For anything else, yes. Yes, that's advised. I bought a couple games for dirt cheap, and if I don't play them for more than a few hours, you know, it's whatever. But Nintendo games are perpetually expensive, so I think the concern is warranted.
Roguelike elements are also being added. Select only one character and battle wave after wave of enemies.
And like Breath of the Wild is still $60. It's been out for like 6 years.
Rack
So
up victories with your heroes and set your sights on the final
those
stage.
rules don't apply to
You might also
Nintendo.
get
Pretty much you
special
buy it when
in-game
you're actually
outfits
going to
as a
play it.
reward.
The price is not going to drop
Coming
more
in
than
Volume
$15
4
max.
later this year.
Tell me why! Is this
It's not going to be like this huge difference.
Nothing's gonna get through to him. He's a heartless
Like you
machine.
can get like Tales of Arise right now for like $20. That game's like maybe a year and a half old.
That killing Granddad wasn't enough for you.
Volume 3 of the Xenoblade
I may have not liked that
Chronicles
game that
3
much, but
expansion
for an
pack, the
RPG of that
Xenoblade
quality,
Chronicles 3
that's
launches
a
on the
damn
Nintendo
good
Switch
price.
system
You're getting a good
February 15th.
50, 60 hours for like the price of a pizza. Not bad at all.
Amigo,
For Nintendo stuff, it doesn't matter.
move to the beat in a brand new Samba de Amigo game.
Oh man, this is giving me PTSD. Playing PSO2, and they had this music in the lobby for like
Follow
months.
the instructions on screen to pose.
This got leaked earlier, actually.
Dance. But the unexpected might happen, so stay on your toes. Why not dance with a friend to predict your compatibility in Love Checker? Make sure to show up in style too. Compete online in World Party.
Oh no, it's alright, Faye James. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm just pointing out the flaw in your logic. Nintendo doesn't make their stuff dirt cheap. Anything that they make, anyway, it's always like insanely expensive.
The
game can be out for like 8 years and it's still full price.
Central shimmies onto Nintendo Switch this summer. Got a passion for fashion? Welcome to Fashion Dreamer. This is the place to glam it up and express yourself. Here, you'll aim to become a stylish influencer. And
Yeah, exactly.
tons of people are seeking the latest.
That's why the concern is warranted, pretty much.
Give them a like if you dig
This
their
shit's never
style.
gonna go on sale, so...
Or suggest new outfits for them to grow as an influencer. Now it's time for fashion design. Choose from over 1,000 design options. Then add a personal touch to give your item a final flourish. You can get the items other people are wearing by liking them. Mix and match your favorites to create new looks. By connecting online, you can expand your friend circle and grow your brand. Got an eye for fashion? Then get styling when Fashion Dreamer debuts exclusively on Nintendo Switch this year. Delve into these dark worlds. Dracula's Castle beckons in this new paid DLC for the roguelite action platformer Dead Cells. Venture through the castle's hellish halls and outskirts alongside Richter Belmont and Alucard, leading up to a showdown with Death and Dracula himself. Wield the Vampire Killer and other iconic weapons as you vanquish legions of monsters in frenetic combat. 12 original covers and 51 songs from the Castlevania series accompany you during your quest in Dead Cells. Return to Castlevania.
I'll play this.
Into Nintendo Switch March 6th.
I'll play
Pre-orders
that.
Begin today.
I don't like Dead Cells that much, but... I'm old, I grew up with Castlevania, so I'll check that out.
Puzzle adventure set within
What's up, man? How you
the
doing?
universe. Uncover dangerous truths and retrieve.
Yeah, I'm doing my my
as you
PGR homework right now
explore
while this goes
Heroes'
on.
Your decisions
I don't like
and
giving
the
stuff like this my
alliances you
undivided
forge will
attention,
impact your
'cause
journey and the entire server.
It just makes it more disappointing when they don't show anything.
Launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this April.
I gotta finish up Norman and Pain Cage on PGR.
Wait, is that? Well, that can't be good. The time-bending murder mystery Ghost Trick returns in HD. After kicking the bucket and becoming a ghost, you can possess and control objects. With your powers, you can even help others, like this woman, and change any ill-fated, fates. Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective, Spirits onto Nintendo Switch this summer. Two connected worlds, one suspenseful thriller.
逃走せるカレイカ201に侵入カメラ離される
問題ない交際費
まだ運転はダメろ
言っても無駄だし
任せろついに来たなここがポリスセンター
デカシムは刑事訓練用の仮想空間現実がコピーされた世界
すごいここ本当に仮想空間なのこの事件のパズルを解き明かす
まだ30分も経ってないよ
そもそもこの事件には最初から違和感があったこの事件の犯人はお前だ警察だおとなしくしろ
武力兵器の使用はデカバングルにかざして申請よ
ヒゲじじい宝石強奪未遂で現行犯逮捕する面白くなるよ
ハーバードがカラフル猫ちゃんになってる
何が起こった
誰かがデータを置き換えたんだ
警察のシステムに潜入しプログラムを書き換えた
それって完全に犯罪だぞ
これが犯罪だこの狂った街では手段を選んではいられない私服を肥やす豚どもは一匹残らず排除する
Furry Deca Ranger.
Once upon
Furry
a time,
Power Rangers
there was a
SPD.
witch and a demon.
Alright. Cool, I guess.
Experience
I really do not
Bayonetta's
care
origins
about
as a
this
young
at all.
witch named Cereza.
Fix Bayonetta 3.
Seeking the power to rescue her imprisoned mother, she ventures deep into the Avalon Forest ruled by fairies.
I'm going to that forest I'm going to become a witch and save Mummy
Yeah, you're gonna fuck up the story even more.
To
Thanks.
encounter the
I'm thrilled.
otherworldly demon Cheshire.
Do not care.
You'll control both witch and demon at the same time. Harness Cereza's magic and Cheshire's ferocity to travel through this mysterious and dangerous forest. They'll need to work together in battle as well.
Cheshire, let's go
Cereza cannot attack and can only support Cheshire by magically binding
Oh, that
enemies.
sounds great.
Hold an enemy in place while Cheshire attacks. Or stop an aggressive one to focus on another.
Or you could fix Bayonetta 3.
Strategically use each character's abilities to win
Fix that
battles.
game instead of making another one.
The duo will gain strength as they continue their journey. By obtaining more powers, new paths can be opened, and battles can be more easily swayed in your favor. Can Cereza and Cheshire find their happily ever after?
Cheshire, let's go
Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon prowls onto the Nintendo Switch system March 17th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Pre-order it now.
How was that?
Bad.
Next, please take a look at this.
Introducing the Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass. This paid DLC includes 2 waves of content.
Well, then add a
This Inkopolis.
add a mode that's not
Make
playing the
this
bad campaign.
Fantastic place from the original Splatoon game, your stomping ground.
I don't think anyone's expecting them to fix the story.
This is Booyah Base. It's got some.
They should
pretty
be adding
amazing
more to that game
weapons
instead
and
of
gear.
making another game
You
that
might
literally
spot
nobody
familiar
asked for.
faces alongside new shopkeepers. Products here are the same as the ones in Splatsville, so shop where
It's the most disappointing game last year for sure for me. It's Bayo 3.
Salmon Run.
very few redeeming qualities. It was fun when I let you play it, but
functionality all work in the same way here too.
spent a lot of time like not actually playing that game.
The Squid Sisters will also perform here during Splatfests. Need a mix of old school and freshness? Then head over to Inkopolis. The first wave of this paid DLC launches this spring. Oh, what's this? Wave 1 Inkopolis launches this spring. Wave 2 Side Order will launch in the future. The Splatoon 3 expansion pass will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Many people have played Splatoon 3 since its launch. Thank you all very much. We hope players will be able to enjoy the game even more with the
I hear that game is so like a ridiculous amount of copies.
Please look forward to more information.
It's like one of the most
about Splatoon 3
successful
in
new
the future.
IPs out of like anything. That's what I heard anyway. Sells like an insane amount of copies. I wish I could be interested in it, but
Adventure
I'm not.
awaits Mickey and friends on Illusion Island.
Not my kind of game.
Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck,
Cool, it's getting more content though.
and Goofy. Embark on a new adventure to find 3 magical books and save the mysterious island of Monoth. Run, jump, and swing to explore every nook and cranny of the island. By unlocking special abilities, you can reach new places and find secret areas. Cross large chasms with boost jump. Ground-pound barriers to open new spaces, and glide through the air to reach distant platforms and hidden areas. Each character's personality shines through in their actions. Up to 4 pals locally can brave the island. Share a hug for extra help. Play leapfrog for larger jumps, or drop a rope to lend a hand. Work together to save Monoth, and you might discover new paths. While exploring the island, you'll meet unusual allies and dangerous foes. Study their movements carefully to figure out the secrets to victory. Join Mickey and friends on a high-flying adventure in Disney Illusion Island, swinging onto Nintendo Switch July 28. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. More emblems are on the way. New emblems are coming to future waves of the Fire Emblem Engage Expansion Pass DLC. Wave 2 includes Hector, Emblem of Strength, Raise Defense and Unleash Counterattacks,
There is only one person who can make
Soren, Emblem of Acumen, Cast magic spells over a wide area.
Is it really made by the Battletoads
Emblem
people?
of Revelation,
That's
modify the terrain to
mega
hinder
cringe.
Wave 3 includes
That game was
Crom and Robin,
not too hot,
Emblem
man.
of Bonds.
I don't know how else to say it.
Overwhelm foes with sword and magic attacks.
I don't know. They didn't really have a lot to work
Emblem of
with.
Heroes.
Never really thought Battletoads was that
Summon
great.
Additional allies to fight for your cause.
I hate when people call Battletoads a beat 'em up because it's like 20% a beat 'em up. It's mostly just like Kaizo platforming.
And in Wave 4,
Which isn't a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that, but it bothers me when people call it a beat 'em up because like 20% of the game is like an actual
Putting your world in danger
no
now.
bullshit beat 'em up.
Wave 2 of the Fire Emblem Engage expansion pass for the Fire Emblem Engage game.
I'm actually
launches on
surprised
the
they
Nintendo
kind of
Switch
kept
system
that.
later today.
They kept that aspect of it.
Take control of your destiny. This is Reverie, a world in which deities known as aspirations dwell. When a megacorp endangers the harmony between Reverie and our world, the future of humanity hangs in the balance. In this narrative adventure, harness your divine gift of clairvoyance to travel between worlds, see the future, and decide humanity's fate. Many branching stories.
Yeah, you gotta love when DLC comes out, like,
soundtrack by
the game's been out for like a
composer
month.
Lena Raine
It's always,
set the stage for your journey.
Little suspicious.
Eventually, you'll side with one of the 6 aspirations like Bond
You can't crap out DLC that fast.
or Chaos to change the story's outcome.
Totally was done before. They're just selling it to you in a
Harmony,
different
the Fall of
package.
Reverie launches first for console
Little bit
on the
shady,
Nintendo
if you ask me.
Switch this June.
I think they could have just put it in the main game, but they didn't. They want more money.
Octopath Traveler 2 is just around the corner. After today's Nintendo Direct, a demo containing the game's opening hours will be available on Nintendo eShop. 8 new stories await. Which path will you take first? Who will your allies be? And where will your journey lead you? Venture through a brand new world in Octopath Traveler 2, launching on Nintendo Switch February 24th. Keep it rolling. Run around and collect oodles of objects in this remaster of We Love Katamari. Roll in a classroom, a zoo, and space?
Yeah, that game is very new.
Playing as the young king of all cosmos in
That game is brand new. They're on their second wave of DLC already. That's
photos with a selfie camera.
Suspicion City to me.
We Love Katamari
Can't make
Reroll
DLC of that
Royal
quality
Reverie
that
comes to
fast.
Nintendo Switch June 2nd. In addition, active Nintendo Switch Online members can play a free game trial of Katamari Damacy Reroll. Combine the powers of the sun and moon to fend off evil in this turn-based RPG. Freely traverse a breathtaking world, meet characters from all walks of life, and devastate foes with timed attacks in battle. Complement your journey with enchanting melodies and retro-inspired tunes from the renowned Yasunori Mitsuda, a guest composer for the game. Sea of Stars sails onto Nintendo Switch August 29th. A free demo will launch later today on Nintendo eShop. Duke it out in this free-to-play online multiplayer showdown. Form 2 teams of 3 and challenge others to lightning-fast battles, air hockey style. Use each striker's skills to dominate each match. Change the course trajectory from afar. Block areas to gain the advantage. Or knock opponents out of the arena with
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything I care about.
Mega Strikers slides onto
Which is
Nintendo
fine.
Switch April
I got enough shit to
Pre-orders
play.
for this free-to-play game begin today.
I don't really want to be buying many more Switch games anyway because I have the Steam Deck. Switches got hot dog water hardware.
A collection of the first 3
I think my days of buying things for the Switch are kinda in jeopardy. I don't know how many more Switch games I'll buy. Unless it's a exclusive and I can emulate it, buy it, and dump it.
Map is your only guide. By drawing the map as you explore, you can progress even further. Venture into the labyrinth with 5 adventurers. As the guild leader, you'll assign them roles like the Allied Defending Protector or the ultra-fast Dark Hunter. But be warned, every adventure is fraught with danger. Should you fall in battle, you can change your team and learn new skills to strengthen your party before challenging the labyrinth again. 24 newly drawn character illustrations are included, Plus, take advantage of new difficulty options and a new auto mapping function for smoother exploration. Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection launches on Nintendo Switch June 1st. Each game in the collection will also be available separately on Nintendo eShop. Pre-orders begin today.
Doing it separately
on
is actually
Nintendo
really
eShop.
cool. Sometimes people only want one game, right?
Get your
Only want like the
tactical
first one or the
skills ready.
second one. That's actually really nice that they're doing that.
Calling all strategy fans. The Advance Wars 1+2
A lot of these
reboot
retro
campaign
collections, they want you to buy like all the games, and there's only
Join
like one you want to play.
Max, Sammy,
So you're spending
and
like
more in
way
two
more money than you
full-story
need to.
campaigns,
That's actually pretty
each
cool.
one filled with colorful
I don't know anything about those
tactical
games, but
action.
I think that's pretty
Flex your
awesome.
strategic muscles across a multitude of modes. Design your own maps and
Mega
share
Man
with
X
friends.
Legacy Collection is a
Plus,
perfect
get head-to-head
example.
local and online play.
People only want the first
Advance
four,
Wars
right?
1+2 Reboot Camp comes to Nintendo
Not too many
Switch
people want
April 21st.
X5 through
Pre-orders
X8,
begin today
so
on Nintendo eShop.
a lot of people just buy the first one. Having to pay for the second one is a little bit much, because those games are... Take
new
a pretty
story
massive
will
dump in
unfold
quality.
in the Kirby's Return to Dreamland
It's actually pretty
Deluxe game.
commendable that they're doing that.
Magolor, the interdimensional traveler from the main adventure, has lost his powers and must escape the realm between dimensions. All he can do now is a basic attack and jump. To regain Magolor's powers, you'll need to collect magic points by defeating enemies. With magic points, different abilities can be restored and enhanced. Improve Magolor's levitation or increase his attack range. The order in which you restore his powers is up to you. There are over 20 interdimensional stages to explore. Up to 4 players on the same system can venture through this mysterious realm together.
Yeah. I mean, the other Mega Man collections, it's not as bad,
Return to his world.
because like the later games in those series, like Battle Network and Zero and Classic, like there's still some good games in there. But the X collection is like, people really just want the first half, to be honest with
After
you.
today's Nintendo
Some
Direct,
people like
a demo
X8,
is
I actually
available
like
on
X8,
Nintendo eShop.
but
Up to 4
other than
players
that,
can
nobody's
play a
really like
specially arranged
super
demo with
thirsty to
select
play
stages
those
and
games.
sub-games. Kirby's
So it's
Return
cool
to
that more of the
Dreamland
retro
Deluxe
collections are doing
launches
that,
on
like,
the
hey,
Nintendo Switch system February
the latest
24th.
games suck.
Pre-orders are available now.
And if you
on
just want to buy the
Nintendo
earlier
eShop.
ones, then you can totally do that, save some money.
We hope you're looking forward to the new story in Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Next, here's some news about Nintendo Switch Online. Please take a look at this.
Game Boy games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online. On Nintendo Switch, you can play these games anytime, anywhere, just like you could back in the day.
Oh man, get your glow sticks ready. The OG rave song is playing right now.
Arrange the falling tetraminos and aim for a high score.
When I was in high school, they used to play like rave remixes
Super
of this
Mario Land
at
2,
lunch.
6 golden coins. Reclaim the castle that Wario stole from you.
Clearly, it took them
Link's Awakening DX.
an immense amount of
Awaken the
effort
Windfish to escape Covalent Island.
to give you these old ass games. They're good games, yes, but
Gargoyle's Quest.
they're acting like it's this
Keep the
huge,
cool down, as Firebrand
huge
from the
act of
Ghosts and
charity to
Goblins
do
series.
this.
Game
Like,
&
my
Watch
phone
Gallery
can run
3.
these games
Play
for
an
free.
assortment of Game & Watch titles. Alone in the Dark, the new
My phone can run these games for free. It's like not really,
Supernatural Shadow Island.
not that hot, man.
Return
I'm
of
sorry.
Samus. Destroy the Metroids hiding on planet SR-388. Wario Land 3. Traverse a world that changes between day and night based on your actions. Kirby's Dream Land. Float, inhale, and spit out enemies in Kirby's debut title. You can use the Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, or Game Boy Color screen filters. Up to 2 players can play compatible games together locally or online. More games will be added in the future.
See, my initial concern with this is... Oh, wait. I'll shut up. Hold on. At least put Zero Mission on. That's like the best game ever made.
Game Boy Advance games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
This was the last Zelda I beat. Last Zelda I beat was that one they showed. Minish Cap like 18 years ago.
Advance 4, Super Mario Brothers 3.
Alright, you got some heavy hitters. Where's the Kusage?
Nintendo e-reader accessory. WarioWare.
Oh, best game right there.
Experience the origins of the lightning fast micro games.
I played the shit out of that in high school.
Koru Korurin. Guide the spinning stick to the goal without hitting obstacles.
I mean, I have these games on my phone, but it's still cool to see.
Super Circuit. Race in the first Mario Kart game created for a portable system. Mario and Luigi Superstar.
There's a good game right there. That's like the best turn-based RPG right there. Because it's not just trading hits, you can actually dodge every attack.
Zelda, the Minish Cap.
That's like the last turn-based game I played pretty much.
Big adventure.
It's a really good game. I recommend it.
Local and online play is supported for.
You could go through that game taking no damage. There was no, like, attack, heal, turn-based stuff in that. You only needed to heal if you weren't playing well.
More games will be added to this library as well.
Alright, they added Metroid Fusion.
After
No
this
Zero
presentation,
Mission.
You can play these Game Boy titles with the Nintendo Switch Online membership. Or play both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles with the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership.
Okay, so what I was going to say before I got interrupted
Select Game Boy
by the
titles
GBA stuff is
will be playable on Nintendo Switch.
they blow their load with good games on these services really
You'll be able to
fast.
play the Game Boy and Game Boy
Like,
Advance titles we introduced.
The last couple things they've added for the Super Nintendo and the
Please look
NES
forward to more
are
information
like
about
random
Nintendo
games that
Switch
probably no
Online
kid
and
really...
Nintendo Switch Online
No
plus
kid from that
expansion
era
pack in the
really
future.
wants to play again.
Let's see a few more headlines.
They're like random shitty games that, you know, they got because their parents didn't know anything about video games. So I have that fear that they will start doing that. Oh, whoa, Prime remastered? Yeah, the SNES games they have on there, they blew their load really fast. And they have like very few games left. I think Prime 1 is the best Prime. I think it's the best game in the series. 2 was a little overly gimmicky with the Dark World, Light World stuff, and it had a lot of really useless upgrades as well. I felt like Prime 1 was pretty compact. Prime 1 still has some useless stuff too, but I think it's the best game overall out of all 3. Faye James, you have to buy them again. You already answered your own question. You gotta buy them again.
From the perspective of Samus Aran. But beware, there's more to this alien planet than meets the eye. Visors are the key to your adventure. They'll help you discover...
Now, my question about this is it good for speedrunning? Because I don't know if you guys know anything about Prime 1 speedrunning, but the best version of this game to play for speedruns is the first print version, as in the one that came out in 2002. Any of the ones after that, even as soon as... because they did a player's choice for this, right? That was the first one that was patched. So the speedruns for this game, the only one that's good for speedrunning is the very first one. They took out a lot of the cool stuff that you could do. So, as cool as this is, it's probably useless for speedrunning. They may have taken out even more. They didn't fix everything, but a lot of the really obvious stuff they did.
Later today. The physical version of the
a lot of the big stuff, like the space jump early, they nerfed it. They took it out. So a lot of people get the ROM of the very first version, and they play it on their Wii with backwards compatibility. That's like the only way you can speedrun that game. Same thing with Metroid Prime 2.
The spirit haunting him will solve
I think the Japanese version of Prime 2 came out after. As usually with Metroid games, they put them out. They put them out in America first, because that's mostly the Americans like Metroid more than the Japanese. Like that version's nerfed too. So it probably sucks for speedruns. If you feel like you want to learn how to speedrun that game, you'll probably have to track down a ROM. Yeah, the player's choice of Prime 1 was pretty heavily nerfed. And then I think the Prime Trilogy nerfed the speedrun even more.
So use them to get closer to
Because you can infamously get the space jump in Prime 1, like as soon as you get on the planet. As soon as you get out of the ship, you can get the space jump, which like breaks the first couple hours of the game. You can skip a lot of stuff, and they took that out.
Detective Archives Raincode launches on Nintendo Switch June 30th.
Oh wow, Baten Kaitos. I heard some people saying this was going to come back.
A remastered collection of both Baten Kaitos.
Yeah, that's why the first print is so expensive.
Nintendo GameCube system.
It's the only one they can use for speedruns.
After a long and peaceful era on the floating islands above Earth, the Empire's conspiracy looms closer. As spirits dwelling within the protagonists, you'll stand up to the Empire across 2 different eras of war. During your travels, you'll visit various locales and team up with like-minded allies. Battles are fought using cards called Magnus. Your attack power is determined by the attributes and combinations of your cards, which are randomly dealt from the deck. In these real-time battles,
no, it's cards, like active time battle or something. I had a friend that played this. I didn't care for it.
And the lands below. Baten Kaitos 1 and 2 HD Remaster soars onto Nintendo Switch this summer. Dive into your new fantasy life.
Live the life you
Yeah, the 100% speedrun for that game, you have to like idle for like 18 hours or something. That's like 200 hours, yeah.
You'll meet a mysterious girl.
That's just a meme, pretty much.
Then travel between past and present to make the island.
I'll probably watch some Metroid streamers play the Prime Remaster later today.
I'm a woodcutter.
I'm curious if it's even remotely good for speedruns. Probably not. Probably gonna have to go download the ROM still, because they nerfed that game like twice. They nerfed the Player's Choice version, which came out pretty shortly after. Came out before Prime 2, and then the Prime Trilogy nerfed more.
After 1,000 years, the restoration is about
It'd be pretty interesting if they actually kept that stuff in, because they did do that with Ocarina of Time for DS. They actually kept a decent chunk of the bugs in. Intentionally. I don't know, they say intentionally, I think they just didn't know how to fix it. And they knew they'd get brownie points with speedrunners by not fixing them.
Wave 4 is racing in. Yoshi's Island. A brand new course is zooming into Wave 4 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC. Birdo, who originally hit the track in Mario Kart Double Dash, is also being added to Wave 4. Wave 4 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game races onto the Nintendo Switch system this spring. Active Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members can
Radical, it's because this game has become
the DLC can also be
Nintendo's Grand Theft Auto 5. There's so many people still playing it that they don't need to make another one. That's pretty much why. I mean, there's people that have legit grown up playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and Mario Kart 8. Like, they've gone from, like, childhood to being in college with the same game. They, like, don't really need to make another one. I think they would rather save that for a new console. So, that's pretty much what they're doing. Yeah. Yeah, there's people who played, like, GTA 5 when they were kids, and they're, like, graduating high school now. There were more Grand Theft Auto and Mario Kart games in the period it's been since the last one came out than what the kids growing up with it have gotten. They've literally just had that one game. Oh man, look, the best remaster. There you go. Look at that beautiful 30 FPS. Such effort. Such effort. Bravo, Bamco. Bravo.
So far. This will be our last segment. Please take a look.
Beautiful cinematic 30 FPS for a 20-year-old game. Bravo, Bamco.
Rise, my servants.
They lost the source code to the GameCube version.
And her allies.
I mean, that's a pretty good excuse to not have it run at 60. As cynical as I can be towards Tails, that's a legit excuse to not have it. But at the same time, they put that game out on the PS3 not that long ago with both games for the same price. So, it's a shit deal. That's the problem. I can understand why it's 30 FPS. It's garbage, yes, but there's a legitimate reason for it. What bothers me is that it does not have the second game.
I'm not sure.
You're paying the same price for a worse product. The one that they did for the PS3 was actually the complete series, so you could play the first and second game. But now they want $40 for the same game again, with some very minute changes, and they don't even have the sequel. So, yeah, fuck that. That's a shit deal no matter how you slice it. They're giving you a worse product than something they offered you not that long ago. Oh, I already have the game on my phone. I'm just explaining why it's bad, besides the 30 FPS. I feel like I need to explain that, because a lot of people don't know why it's 30 FPS. But even if it was 60, it's still a shit deal. They're not really giving you $40 worth of effort there.
That was The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, the latest entry in the Legend of Zelda series. In addition to the standard version, a collector's edition of the game containing various items will release on launch day. A new amiibo figure of Link from this game will also be available on the same day. We hope you're looking forward to Link's latest grand adventure.
Nah, not really.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Alright, there you go. I'm gonna play some video games now, so... not gonna do any more watching stuff. So yeah, you go ahead and switch over and play some games. I got time to kill. I gotta go to my neighbors in like 3.5 hours, so I think I'm gonna play some Vidya. Just give me a moment to get set up here. Gotta move everything around on the monitor and hook up the controller and figure out what I'm gonna play. So, one moment. I already have that game on PC. It's pretty good. I already have it. Yeah, I don't know. There's a chance that modders will be able to make the Symphonia remaster 60 FPS, but I doubt it because people have already tried that on the PC version of Symphonia, and the character models like start tweaking out, like they're having some kind of epileptic seizure or something. I doubt it. There's a chance that it might happen, but I would argue it's highly unlikely. The only thing that seems worth buying it for is probably the cutscene skips. But they have not shown anything from, they haven't shown any of the cutscene skips yet, so we don't know, like, to what extent it will be. Because that game legit sucks to play multiple times, because it's a lot of button mashing to go through the text. Especially if you've already seen the story, like, probably 90% of the people buying that game. It's a decrepit-looking game. It's a pretty decrepit, old-looking game, so...
Be ready for anything.
We'll see what happens, I guess.
Seen something this good in a while.
Lucky.
But yeah, that's your history lesson. That's your history lesson for why the Symphonia remaster they're doing is such a weird, jank thing. There's a lot of reasons for it. It might not be good ones, but I don't like going up to bat for Bamco, but that's pretty much why it's the way it is. My main issue is it's just a worse deal than what they've given you before, so... Yeah, a lot of people want that. A lot of people want that, but that would require effort, and Bamco and effort can't really be said in the same sentence. At least with Tales.
Couldn't hurt to take a look.
I find it pretty morbidly depressing that Baten Kaitos, which is a game that people like that game. It's a well-liked game, but it's not anywhere near as popular as Tales of Symphonia. That remaster has both games in it, and the Symphonia one has only the first game.
There.
It's like just a straight worse deal. It's from the same company.
Yeah, those
Like,
standard chickens.
that's just insulting. I don't know how else to say it other than that. That's just insulting. Now, I understand in Baten Kaitos' defense, people like both of those games. And the sequel to Symphonia is not anywhere near as well liked. But still,
Looks like chaos.
you're giving people the complete experience. They can't really play those games easily. But then with Tales, your flagship JRPG franchise, they can't do that.
This. We got this.
Chaos.
That doesn't matter, Radical. I'd argue that does not matter. They're giving you a worse product. It'd be like if they did Final Fantasy VII and they didn't include, like, Dirge of Cerberus. It's like, yes, people don't like that game, yes. That's not the problem, is they're giving you a shit deal. It should include everything, not just the one that's well liked. That sets a bad precedent for preservation. Just preserving the one that people like.
Couldn't hurt to take a look.
Let's dive right in then. Enemy spotted.
Be ready for anything. I think we're safe.
What should we do now?
Yeah.
Couldn't hurt to take a look.
Let's dive right in then.
There's one.
I don't stand a chance.
I don't know. Being a Tales fan is just kind of a abusive, toxic relationship. It really is. I don't know how else to describe it for people that aren't as into it as I am. It's just an abusive
What should we do
relationship
now?
because you have one side putting in a lot of effort and the other side is not putting in any effort. So like nobody's happy. That's pretty much what it is. It literally is a toxic, abusive relationship. Because the fans have like translated entire games by themselves, made the games run better, put in mods and stuff to fix mechanics, and like they can't be bothered to do anything like that. That's pretty much the problem. So the definition of a abusive relationship, one side's not pulling their weight. It's just the ones not pulling their weight are the ones that own it, so that makes things worse, obviously. It's worse than an actual, like, relationship between individuals. No, they own the damn franchise, but they don't do anything worthwhile with it. They don't do the things they need to do. It is what it is, though. I already have Xillia 2 on my Steam Deck, so I'm good.
Let's head in.
Let's dive right in then. Enemy spotted.
Be ready for anything.
Looks like chaos has been waiting for us.
Leon!
I could keep going.
Jack! Jack!
Me? Chaos? I'm not dead yet.
Jack! Say it so! That looks bad. Watch out!
Use your tricks.
Get him hard! Hit danger!
There's one.
I don't stand a chance.
I think we're safe.
What should we do now?
Better try something different.
We got this! We got this! Get it like that! This should be a good time.
Time to go exploring.
We got company.
Be ready for anything. I think we're safe.
What should we do now?
Better try something different.
They're down! Get him high!
Kind of was gonna climb on this game now, but this is a pretty good grind because it will mean that I can
take a look.
Let's dive right in then.
I can give the AI allies like the best stuff and use them as human stat sticks. They actually got some pretty decent stuff. So I'm looking at the Knuckles here.
Looks like
652 Shiva, 650 Fenrir is actually really good.
I don't stand a chance.
A couple 700s in here as well. Like, not bad. I'm gonna have to deck them all out at some point to max out the rift bonuses. So
Ready to try again?
might as well do this while I can. It's probably really boring to watch, but it's whatever. I might check out that Prime remaster later. Don't normally stream at this time, but the direct was on and I'm kind of just sitting at home, so it's whatever. This is the best way to get relics.
Let's head in.
Let's dive right in then. Enemy spotted.
Be ready for anything. I think we're safe.
What should we do now?
There's one.
I don't stand a chance. Neon! See anything following us?
I could keep going.
This'll be a walk in the park.
We'll take care of the rear.
We got company.
Be ready for anything.
See anything following us?
Ready to try again? Jen! Let's head in.
Let's dive right in then.
There's one.
I don't stand a chance. See anything following us?
Ready to try again?